Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe before you go, and please turn on the bell as well for notification. Thank you so much. So as I promised, I didn't want to disappoint. So in the last update about Jodha and AKBAR, Jalal killed a lot of innocent people, and Jalal was still feeling proud about it. But Jalal was about to kill a small child, and Jalal suddenly saw Jodha there holding two babies in her hand. And this got Jalal shocked, and Jalal dropped his weapon. That was the last update. Let's continue from there. Jalal was about to kill the innocent baby and his mother, but Jalal saw Jodha carrying two babies in her hand, and Jalal stopped and he dropped his weapon. Jalal looked again and he realized that seeing Jodha carrying two babies was just his imagination. The woman takes her baby and goes to her husband's dead body and cries. Jalal looks at the massacre that he has done, and he looks at the countless dead bodies lying on the ground, and Jalal was in shock. Jalal looks at the sky and says to God that it was God that made him do all this, and why did God take away his peace from him, and why did God snatch his Hussein and Azan from him? Jalal says that he used to pray in front of God, and he used to bow down to God, and he used to offer namas and zakat, but why did God do this to him? Jalal says that God made him become a devil, and he is an animal now. Jalal says that God should not think that only him can take life, because today, Jalaluddin has killed thousands of people, and today, the people's lives are in his hands, and he took their life away. Jalal says that a woman told him that he can only take lives of the people, but he cannot give life to anyone. But he wants to tell God that there will be thousands of people now who will not believe in God from now on, because today, Jalal has won, and he has won over God. Jalal says that God killed his children and God was happy, and today, Jalal is also happy for killing God's people, and Jalal smirks. The soldier comes there and all the soldiers chant for Jalal, and they carry Jalal up. Later, Jalal says to Todamao that he wanted to get happiness by doing all this, but now, he doesn't even know what is going on, because he is not still getting the happiness, and Jalal goes from there sadly. Jalal comes to the tent and he raised his hand for prayers, but then he looks at his hand and put his hand down again. Jalal says that he won the biggest war of his life, but why is he not happy? A soldier comes to Jalal and says that Salim Chisti wants to meet Jalal, and Jalal says that he has already told everyone that he doesn't believe in God, so he will not meet Priest Chisti. The soldier says that Priest Chisti has been trying to meet Jalal since 4 months now, and he is asking to meet Jalal for just once, and Jalal thinks. In Agra, Ruqayya comes to Jodha and says that there is one good news, and the news is that Jalal has won the war of Merwa. Jodha says that Jalal has killed innocent people, and that is not a good news. Ruqayya says that nevertheless, Jalal has killed many enemies, and the real Jalal is back, and his anger has come back on his sword, and Ruqayya smirks. Ruqayya asks Jodha to get ready, because they have to celebrate the good news for the Mughals after many days, and Ruqayya leaves from there. Jodha was in tears and says that how can anyone celebrate the victory of bloodshed? Moti says that she heard that Jalal did not spare anyone, and Jalal killed children and women as well, and Jodha angrily looks at Akana's temple that still has curtain on it. A voiceover says that Jalal without any option went to Priest Chisti, and Jalal wanted to know why he is not getting peace after winning the big war. Jalal comes to meet Priest Chisti, and Priest Chisti welcomes Jalal. Jalal says to Priest Chisti that he is King Jalal, and now, the world doesn't need to bow down in front of God anymore, and now, everyone will bow down in front of him, because he has made everyone know that God doesn't exist. Priest Chisti stand up and put his hand on Jalal's heart, but Jalal pushed Priest Chisti's hand away. Priest Chisti says that he understands Jalal's pain, and he knows that Jalal has lost Maham Anga and his children, and he knows Jalal's pain, but the pains would all go away with time. Jalal says that the whole world would have to bear the pain as he did, and Priest Chisti says that if a common man thinks like that, then it is fine, but Jalal is a king, and Jalal cannot think like a common man. Priest Chisti says that he can see that Jalal is in pain. Jalal says that he is very happy, and Priest Chisti smiles and says that by giving pain to others, then even you, the pain giver, can never be happy, and Jalal should look at his face, because it is not showing happiness. Priest Chisti says that Jalal would not get peace like this, and Jalal would only get peace when he helped people come out of their pains. Priest Chisti says that he thought that after the death of Jalal's children, then Jalal would not let anyone go away from their loved ones, but it was even Jalal that took the wrong meaning of the children's death. Priest Chisti says that what kind of king is Jalal who think of giving pain to the people? Priest Chisti says that Jalal is a big king, but younger in age, and he wants Jalal to come back to the right path, and he doesn't want Jalal to become a devil. Priest Chisti says that he knows that Jalal had also realized that he can never get peace by killing people, and Jalal would only get peace when Jalal serve people, because prayers and serving people makes Jalal to become AKBAR. So Jalal should turn back from being Jalal and become AKBAR again, and Jalal was in thought after everything that Priest Chisti had said. In the night, Jodha was sitting in a room and Jalal comes there. Jodha was shocked to see Jalal and the music plays in the background. Jalal bows his head and Jodha was worried. Jodha says that she was not feeling comfortable and Priest Chisti called her to come here. But what is Jalal doing there? Jalal says that he came there to find peace as well because he won the biggest war and he killed thousands of people, but he still did not get peace and he couldn't get happiness. So he thought that coming to Priest Chisti would finish his loneliness. Jodha asks that what did Priest Chisti said to Jalal? Jalal says that he doesn't know, maybe after doing everything that Priest Chisti said, maybe he would get peace and maybe his pain would change to happiness. Jalal sits on the floor and says that Jodha tried to make him understand, but he did not listen to Jodha, and in anger, he gave pain to everyone. And what did he get in return? Nothing. And at the end, it is just more loneliness and more pain. And now, he realized that he has made a huge mistake and he has committed the greatest sin, and Jalal started crying. Jodha sits beside Jalal and says that she is sorry for the pain that she has given to Jalal, and Jalal in tears looks at Jodha, and Jodha also looks at Jalal, and Jodha hugs Jalal and they both cries, and Jodha wipes Jalal's tears away. So talk begins and Jalal so says that day, we united again, and those tears of the death of Azan and Hussein came out that day, and I had to repent for my mistakes which I did in anger, because I killed thousands of people in my anger, and I was guilty at the end. Priest Chisti says to God that Jalal has lost his path and he is going on the wrong path, so God should please show Jalal the right path. Jalal looks at Jodha and Jalal touches Jodha's face and comes closer to Jodha. Jodha closes her eyes and the song plays in the background. In the morning, Jodha was giving water to Jalal to wash his hands. Priest Chisti comes there and says that what both Jodha and Jalal had lost cannot be brought back again, but he thinks that both Jalal and Jodha should stay with him and please the people by serving them and helping them, and then Jalal and Jodha will feel peace again. But Jalal and Jodha cannot live with him like royal people, so they both have to be a common person and serve the common people, because serving the people can wash away their guilt. Priest Chisti says to Jalal that how many lives has Jalal taken during the war, so Jalal have to serve that much people now, and Jalal have to repent for his mistakes, and Jalal says that he will do as Priest Chisti says, and Priest Chisti bless both Jalal and Jodha. So talk begins, and Jalal so says that it was very easy for a king to take lives of many people, but being a common man and serving the common people was difficult. But he have to do it, and because Jodha is with him at every step, then he believes that everything will be easy. I'm so excited, guys. The next update will be the beginning of a new era in Jodha and AKBAR. Watch out for that tomorrow. Thank you all so much for watching till the end, and I'll see you all again in my next video. Bye, guys.